For me, Terrace kind of seems like the end of the road in northern BC. It's where the mountains meet the ocean again, and it's just out there. When you're in Terrace, you really feel like you're far. It's just something cool about that place.
Now that we're in Terrace, for me, this meant a couple of pretty cool things. One, there's a hospital, so I could go see what's wrong with my back. And two, there was Wi-Fi, so I could watch movies.
Mikey Pederson is an old friend from Whistler.
We used to film together. We used to live together, actually. So yeah, it was just really cool to have him up in Terrace.
He's kind of the local legend here, so we can't wait to see his spots.
My original plan was to build a life in Pemberton and a house and everything, but once I got to Terrace, I kind of realized that Terrace had everything that Pemberton had, but it was just a little bit more affordable. And I started snowmobiling around there and discovering spots that were pretty sick and that no one's ever really been to. And that was kind of inspired me again in snowboarding, because going to Whistler was always just crews everywhere and fighting for spots, and every trick's been done off every spot, and they all have names. And going to Terrace was a little bit refreshing because, if you ran into a cool feature, you knew no one had ever even looked at it with snowboard eyes before. Terrace is like a valley town, and it's just surrounded by mountains and logging roads. You can go in any direction, and there's multiple spots. It's pretty laid back. It's a little working town, lots of logging. A lot of people that like to sled, dirt bike, and the fishing. I mean, there's some of the best fishing in the world is based out of Terrace in the Skeena River.
On a down day, we went up the Douglas Channel. We got taken out by Captain Rob on his jet boat.
Captain Rob was awesome to have showing us around the Douglas Channel.
To kind of spice things up, me and Beau decided to put a little wager on the 2 crab traps. So I dropped one in an area, he dropped one in an area. I think we only bet $10 on it. But still, bragging rights, that's worth everything.
I'd never been on a jet boat before, so it was pretty epic to get on one of these things and be able to rip up a shallow river.
We cruise back to Rusty's crab trap, yank it up. It's 300 yards of rope, takes so much energy. Trap comes out, nothing in there. I'm feeling pretty good now. Cruise over to my trap, yank it up, feeling really light. I'm a little nervous. Trap comes up, 1 crab in there. Victory! Thank you, see you later. Goodbye. Thank you, Rusty, for that $10.
We packed up the trucks and the sleds and followed Mikey's directions and went up Robinson Ridge. The trail into Robinson Ridge was probably one of the trickiest ones of the trip because everything was bulletproof ice. The sleds were having a really hard time getting grip, and you're basically full throttle spinning out wherever you went.
We finally made it up this trail. Kind of took us all day. Felt pretty defeated, but we got up. There's just this beautiful view of the ocean, and we kind of just looked, and there was this gully down to our right, and we just wanted to go snowboarding. So we strapped up and just started boarding down this gully, and it ended up being so fun. We ended up doing 10 laps each of this thing, and it was just an amazing setting, no one around, fresh, bank slalom down this gully. Couldn't ask for a better setting.
Pretty sick going up to Robinson Ridge and being on one of the highest peaks in Terrace, yet having a view of the ocean right in front of you. There's nobody else out there, it's just you and your friends snowboarding.
End of the trip, you gotta celebrate. We had a truck full of fireworks, and we just got the lighters fired up, and away she went.
All in all, this trip was epic. It reminded me of why I like snowboarding so much and why I like going on road trips with my friends. And this trip showed me that it's not all about perfect snow conditions, that you can just go and explore new places and have an epic time doing it. And just strap on your snowboard and it'll be good.